In one of my previous videos I made a bowl using the cross lights, and that turned out harder and a bit more boring than expected. So now it's time to try and make a proper bowl gouge. These are my options: a car boot gas strut, a tire iron, a brand new shock absorber from a VW, and a piece of rod of unknown properties. I've seen someone suggest using these on the internet, but I don't think this is very good steel. It's also too thin to make a bowl gouge. This might actually be a good candidate, but it's too short, and this one is just too thick. It's pretty hard, by the way, much harder than the porous shock absorber I used for making that faceplate. So that leaves this one, a 60mm thick rod, which is pretty hard, maybe a little too thick, but I will use this to try and make a bowl gouge. I'm thinking 25 centimeters should be enough. I can always shorten it if it's too much, and it will get shorter over time if it is any good. Pretty hard. Let's see if I can drill this stuff. To be honest, I fully expect a failure. Alright, that changes things. I've got it mounted off-center in the forejaw. I'm doing this to create a bigger bevel. I just drilled a 4mm hole. Now I'm going to use a 9.5mm drill, which is about the biggest drill I can use without breaking through the side. I must say that this is drilling easier than I thought it would be. It may be not that hard on the inside. Well, that didn't look pretty good. Well, it looks like I run out of new drills, so I'm going with this 8mm drill that was freshly resharpened by yours truly. That was horrible. But why? Another drill chuck and another drill bit. Oops. Oh, that sucks. Now how do I get that out? It's angle grinding time. Every man's favorite hobby. You're not a real man until you own a couple of angle grinders. Looks like I need a new one. Stay. There it was. There it is. There it goes. The proof. That's one sad wannabe gouge. A bit more grinding to do. I must say that in my mind it definitely looked better. Now I'm gonna grind a tang on here. So that takes care of the tang. Now I gotta put a handle on it. And for that I'm gonna reuse this one that came with the wooden lathe. Maybe a bit small for such a big, I'm not gonna call it a gouge, but it's a bit small for such a big piece of steel. But before I can mount it, I need to put a bigger hole in it. I'm ready to drill out the hole. I got the old drill chuck mounted. Unfortunately, it only goes to 10 millimeters, and I want 11. So I'll probably have to drill it out or ream it with the cordless drill. I'm using a bit of lead to protect the handle. I don't know why. I saw that stuff laying around and thought if it's good enough for palm shelters, it should be good enough for this. Okay, here we go. That's a bit slow. I found a spade bit that fit the drill chuck. Unfortunately, it wasn't running very true, so now the hole is a bit too big and also not very round anymore. So it looks like I need to rely on the polyester resin to keep this thing together. Yeah, that should do it. Always a mess playing with this stuff. The person who made this handle must have run out of sanding paper because it's pretty rough, like a 2-day beard. So I'm gonna sand it a bit here on the lathe. It's not running very true, but I wasn't expecting it. I'm done sanding, and I'm gonna put some linseed oil on. I did burn these grooves. To be honest, I don't really like those grooves. I never know where to put them, and they serve no purpose. That looks kind of nice. So there it is. Not as nice as I would have liked it to be, but I got it done. That's what counts. I'll leave this stuff to harden overnight and let the linseed oil dry, and then tomorrow I'll grind the edge on there and I'll take it for a test run. But that will be something for a next video.